cooled down now, so I think it's perfect time for an IPA, maybe a pale IPA. There's a brewery in Bristol called Wiper and True. They do one called Kaleidoscope. It is delicious.
Palms all round then. Thank you very much. Very good. What's that called again?
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope. All right. Matt can't have any because he's on a starvey day.
Yeah.
But, you know, get him a double for tomorrow. Tonight's confession of the smart speaker goes to Freddie, who sends in tonight's confession. Takes an unusual turn, this one. Freddie says, hi, Simon. I need to beg forgiveness from you and the amazing collective.
Yep.
Oh.
When I was younger, about 14 or 15, I used to go to the hairdressers to get my hair cut, as opposed to the newsagent,
Yes.
you know, so it seemed a sensible thing to do. I went with my parents. Over a period of time, me and my parents had built up a rapport with the owner of said hairdressers and considered him a family friend. Sergio was a kind soul and a talented hairdresser. He was also good value and used a variety of the finest shampoos and conditioners. Italian popular songs filled the shop, and we all learned the words to O Sole Mio, Volare, Nessun Dorma, and a generous selection of hits by Zucchero.
Oh, all of them.
My goodness me. She was called Gina, and she was fabulously glamorous, with a terrific, heart-stopping smile. So here I am, as usual, waiting to be called up for my haircut. Will it be Sergio or Gina? Who would it be? Traditional glamour? Well, when it was my...
Traditional glamour.
Well, that's like a game show, really.
Yeah.
When it was my turn, Sergio informed me and my parents that I would have to wait for the newbie Gina to become available. This was fine with me. Now, before we go any further,
Okay.
I need to tell you an important fact which sets the scene for this sorry tale. I have a prosthetic right ear. Sergio knew about this, but Gina didn't. My parents said not to say anything, so I didn't say. We assumed, I think, that Sergio would tell her what she needed to know. So when she became free, I went up and kept quiet. She smiled at me. I smiled back. Hello, she said, I'm Gina. Hello, I said, I'm Freddie. Shall I wash your hair? Yes, please.
Oh, no.
Conditioner, she said. Yes, please.
Oh, no.
So she washed and then dried, and everything was fine.
Oh.
Huh, okay.
I smiled and she smiled back. As I recall, Dean Martin's That's Amore was now playing on this table.
Of course it was.
All was going well until she went to bend my ear to trim behind it. The thing is, my ear doesn't bend, so instead it just popped off.
Wow.
Well, you could imagine the scenes.
Oh, no.
Poor Gina shrieked as my ear fell into my lap. A sentence I've never said before.
No.
I quickly popped it back on, but she was trembling like a jelly. She had to sit down for 15 minutes to regain some sort of composure. I can see it from her point of view, but I told her it was fine quite a few times before she was ready to stand up again. She did finish the cut, but I never saw her in there again after that. So no idea if she quit or retired from hairdressing entirely. So I need to beg forgiveness from Gina, the beautiful hairdresser, and hope she continued in the profession somewhere. Every time I hear an Italian song, I am transported back to that hairdressing salon and the day Gina got a little bit of a shock. She probably remembers it to this day. You know what? I think, Freddie, she probably does. She remembers that moment of shock. Extreme shock. Sister Susie, where do you go with this one from Freddie?
Freddie. For me, this one goes down to you should never trust someone else to tell someone something you need them to know. So maybe Sergio should have told him, but it wasn't his responsibility to tell Gina. It was yours and your parents. So, and poor Gina, I can imagine that must have been awful for her. And for that reason, Freddie, I can't forgive you.
Also, if you're going to go and have your hair cut with your parents, you would think somewhere between parents and Sergio and Freddie, they might say, oh, look, by the way,
yes,
you just need to
Just
know.
a heads up.
just before,
I mean, it's perfectly fine and everything, but you just should know. Anyway, brother from another guy.
I have to agree with Susie on that. I mean, that's quite an assumption to think that Sergio would have given her the nod about the false ear. My ear popped off. We haven't had that in a confession for a while. But, you know...
or ever before, actually.
Or indeed at all. But when all of these happen, when they all come together, surely that's a Miri. A Miri?
No.
That's a Miri.
No.
A bit like a more. Almost
No.
there. I think definitely forgiven.
Could do with more
well
work,
done.
that one.
I know, that definitely works. I'm very happy with that one.
Okay.
Underlining it twice.
So Freddie